Wow, what a week last week. Some fantastic moves on some of those markets. We're just going to have a quick run through on some of those major FX pairs and major indices right now. So looking at the daily charts have just been so smooth of late. Really, really beautiful charts. And obviously, we've been covering off in the short for quite some time now. 19th of June, we've got that original short signal there back on sterling dollar. Market falling off drastically. Here we are Thursday, that big old-fashioned sell-off there on MPC data. Friday, non-farm payroll data there, the big old fall there. A little bit of a bounce here on Monday. Why is that? A little bit of profit taking perhaps. A little bit of support found. If I just compress the chart up, a little bit of support found off this pivot point here back from the beginning of March there. Those support level there, 148.74. We've hit that, held it yesterday, and we're just moving back down a little bit there today after that production data that we've had today there. So, you know, what's going to happen from here? I don't know. We've taken profits on the short. We're now just sitting and waiting for that next potential trade there. So sterling dollar, you know, very, very nice trade. And very similar on a lot of these different markets at the moment there. Euro dollar, lovely short there, 132.15. Down to the bottom of the price envelope, down to this support level here on this dotted green line, and the market's just holding, trying to find a little bit of support off those levels there. 128.74 currently trades. So what do we feel about this market now? Again, it's finding a bit of support. We've taken profits on the short trade. We're now just sitting and waiting. It may just be a little bit boring for a couple of weeks while we just wait for a little bit of a confirmation for an upswing. Otherwise, dollar yen continuing in its ascendancy. We had a buy in line with the uptrend on the monthly chart here, back on again the 19th of June. Significant sell-off against the trend here, but off a major resistance point. Then we had that buy here on the 19th of June, from which the market's rallied, what, 500 points or so? Here we are, 101.21, entering around sort of 96.30, 96.40 or so. Significant move higher. Very, very easy to identify as well there. Dollar Swiss, the last of perhaps those dollar majors. Again, significant move in line with that uptrend as well. So there's the buy once again there. Markets then trying to sniff up to these top areas there. That 97.58 seems under threat now as we're moving outside of our natural trading range. So some really very powerful moves there. What else is joining the party? Well, the yen pairs are something we've been focusing on a little bit. Much more rampant on the dollar exchanges there, but the yen moving okay at the moment as well. We had a buy here on sterling yen. We're pretty much plus minus nothing on that one. But of course, we were buying sterling yen at the same day as we were shorting sterling dollar. So it actually proved to be a really nice hedge, making significant profits on both for quite some time. But it's just pulled back a little bit. Euro yen slightly more favourable. Euro a little bit stronger against the yen than the pound. But here we are, 128.49 there, and it's now 130.30. So about 170 points or so, 180 points or so up from there. So some really nice moves off those daily charts. Really easy to identify as well there. So that's the FX. That's where we are in the foreign exchange markets at the moment. What about some of those other markets as well? Well, let's have a look at some of those indices. First of all, let's have a look at the FTSE. Opportunity to buy in line with the uptrend on the monthly chart. That's at 62.28. Everybody looking at this buy sniper thinking, oh God, can I really bring myself to buy it? What about non-farm payroll last week? Span off a bit, didn't it? Straight after non-farm payroll, talking about that quantitative easing being perhaps tapered a little bit. And yet here we are, branching hugely higher on Monday, and then again Tuesday, up significantly from the close on Monday there. So the entry at 62.26, we're now 65.15. We've now moved, what, 290 points or so higher from that original entry point there on the 27th of June. Similar moves really on many of those US indices as well. The Dow, there's the buy, trend signal really low, turning from red to green, there's the buy, and here we are in the Dow, some 280 points higher again. S&P 500, of course, they're all going to look relatively similar, these, for obvious reasons. So there's the buy, 1611.9, now 1648.6. So that's a rally of, what, 370 points or so. Generally trading 0.1s in the UK, because with spread betting, it's the way generally prices are managed there. 380 points there. Significant moves. Otherwise, not so much going on the commodities at the moment there. considering longs on gold, but I have to say this is aggressive. Personally on gold, I'd like to see us buying gold above that sort of 1266, 1267 highs there from the 2nd of July. If we can take that out, I think we do have upside. Otherwise, for now, I'm not a huge fan. Look at the way gold's been rotating down and down and down and down. We had a little bit of a bounce after that massive old spin-off there in April. And otherwise, all we've done is sold into that. Should this be any particular difference? If you are going to go long, it's something you've got to look to take profits on it. Maybe it'll get to 1360. I don't know. If it overshoots, then perhaps it will. But otherwise, I think caution has to be exercised here. When I look at the monthly chart, there really is very little on gold until about 968, 969. Could it really get there? Well, I tell you what, it's closer to 969 than perhaps it is back up to that pivot point at 1760, isn't it? So, you know, it's not a million miles away there. Miles away when we consider where we were in 2011, but of course, this market's changed a lot since then. So what about the markets at the moment? I think the markets are rotating really, really well. A lot of confidence to allow you to run those trades as they should be. So some significantly profitable trades out there. It's just about having the clarity to be able to identify those trades, and then of course the confidence in order to place those. But even if you've only got 10-20 minutes a day, you could be placing trades like this and picking up profits just like we had on sterling dollar. So that trade here on the daily chart, that's short from 154.84, that's over 400-point move there, down to that target zone. Simple as. Okay, well, there you go. You've seen quite a bit about the trend signal longer term charts there. Markets are great. If you're interested in finding out further, why don't you book yourself a place in one of our online webinars? Hope to speak to you soon. Thanks a lot.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.